Hey everyone, Blake Oliver of the Accounting Podcast here with my co-host David Leary.
Hello.
We are at day 2 of Sage Future in Atlanta. So we just got done interviewing Aaron Harris, CTO of Sage Global.
We got this big discussion about limiting the close. He doesn't like any of this time period-based accounting reporting cycles, including the word continuous close.
So not even a continuous close, just a no close, which kind of blows my mind. It kind of breaks my head because I'm a CPA. I am used to thinking about everything in terms of a month or a quarter or a year. But Aaron said, you don't even need to do that anymore if every transaction is...
It's accurate and trustworthy, and you can just instantly get good data.
So maybe we don't have to do these work papers anymore, or we don't have to do audits in terms of quarters or years. They could just be continuous audits. So there's this idea of continuous audits and no financial close. Aaron also talked about the need for, you mentioned this, trust. That's super important. If we are going to use generative AI agents that can act autonomously to do accounting and finance, we need to be able to trust it.
And disclose it. It's not just trust, it's the disclosure of how it's doing the work you've asked it to do.
In the keynotes, we saw a mock-up of what that will look like, where every transaction that is modified by AI, everything that's entered by AI is going to have the ability to drill down into its thinking, to understand its thought process, to see why it did what it did.
It feels like an audit trail.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's an AI audit trail.
Yeah.
And Steve Hare, who is a trained accountant himself, the president of Sage, said that this is something super important to him, and it's important to Aaron. Aaron also called out Intuit and QuickBooks.
I think the word was reckless. Living dangerously with AI or somebody, I don't know.
You know, it's true. He brought up how last year Intuit got in trouble because they released an AI agent into TurboTax without really testing it, and it was giving incorrect answers to taxpayers. Intuit and QuickBooks are also releasing AI agents into QuickBooks this month in June of 2025 as we record this. So it's going to be really interesting to see how well those work if they do give incorrect answers. Aaron said that Sage is going slower so that they can make sure they do it right.
And the big difference, I think, is he talks about how they solve for CFOs and controllers, internal accountants, and that's the only people they solve for, and that's why they're going slower.
When it comes to agentic AI, the example that Aaron highlighted is really compelling. It's an AI agent that does accounts payable. Receiving the bill, entering the bill, coding the bill, routing the bill for approvals, following up on approvals, getting those approvals, and then even eventually scheduling the payment, collecting the payment information, scheduling the payment, if we get comfortable enough with it. That's somebody's job right there. Are we getting to the point where AI agents are going to start doing some of the jobs that you would traditionally see in accounting and finance departments?
Trust is the blocker because you have these processes around your accounts payable to make sure it's a real bill. I approved it. Somebody didn't pay it to the wrong vendor. Somebody's not sending us a fake bill and stealing money. All those trust factors are there, and you have processes for that. The processes are going to be done instantly by AI, but all the trust has to be built up in the same way you build up human trust.
Subscribe to the Accounting Podcast if you don't already. Look for the interview with Aaron Harris of Sage coming out very soon. You're going to really enjoy it.